I'm an indie filmmaker from Columbus, Ohio. I made a documentary about a cyberstalker. And this story is just getting really weird. Even though I was granted a Civil Stalking Protection Order and he was found in contempt of court, he's still getting scarier. These are just vlogs to document what he's doing online and how social media companies are doing nothing to curb his behavior.
So there's a documentary that is allegedly about me called Social Media Monster, and it's a propaganda film.
Well, based on the allegations I'm making against everybody involved that this is a massive political attack, none of those people would be able to make statements.
And placed into his political attack film. He's going to continue making these propaganda films. That I'm the subject of this man's political attack documentary. It's a thinly veiled political attack against my activism.
Social Media Monster is not a political attack film. There's no politics really in the film.
Is Social Media Monster a Blue Lives Matter propaganda film? Well, why would a Democrat make a Blue Lives Matter propaganda film? So I'm basically a victim of a political propaganda film. This film is 100% a far right-wing, racist propaganda film.
I don't even know what Matthew Berdyck's actual politics really are. He seems to go with the wind of whichever party he thinks is going to give him attention or adulation. That's the way he goes. So I don't know how it could possibly be a political attack film when he does not have a consistent political ideology.
And I have noted over the last year that I get extreme levels of really passionate support from conservatives. And so I can't think of any other method than to simply start approaching militia groups. Why do I have to actually go to the lengths of securing an armed militia and staging some massive armed standoff somewhere? Black Lives Matter just tore the whole fucking country apart into a million pieces. Did it reform police? Nope. Protesting does not work. And addressing the fact that they've basically are supporting this racist propaganda film, I am personally going to go after every human being that supports this film. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if they live or die. I don't give a fuck. As long as Mr. Ross keeps roping people into this, I'm going to go after him. And with no mercy. They're not human to me. I don't give a fuck what happens to them. And Mr. Ross wants to keep fucking identifying racist bigots and KKK members to me. I will happily go after every one of them and make sure their lives are living hell.
One of the things that's absolutely magical about the documentary Social Media Monster is it's one of the only things that people from every possible political spectrum agree on and work together on. I've never seen anything like that in the last 5 to 10 years. These times we live in are politically divisive. No one can deny that. And yet, when it comes to Matthew Berdyck and the people he's abusive to, we go all the way from the left, all the way to the political right, and everything in between. We keep politics out of it, and it sure as hell's not really in the film. We have a politician in the film, and he has his views. It's not really the reason he does anything, though. That has nothing to do with the film.
The problem with Matthew is he doesn't seem to get it. He doesn't understand that Peter Ross and a councilman from St. Joseph and a cop from Los Angeles and a reporter from New York, we have no vested interest in anything, together.
Let's talk about subversive activity. I've kept all this stuff to myself for so many years, and now I just don't give a fuck about what I put out there. It doesn't matter. What if I go from town to town and I meet all of these activists and I tell them about each other and I network them into a very, very big, powerful group that can turn around and fuck up the government and fuck up the EPA and fuck up causes and start fucking people up all over the place. Suddenly we're all together. I'm uniting the people. we form this big army, this unified front, and then we go and we topple corruption. I did come up with a very, very, very deranged plot to unite all these activists and start fucking things up and just tearing everything to fucking bits. And I'll admit to that now. It doesn't matter now.
It looks like every person on both sides of the political offense can agree nobody thinks Matthew Berdyck should get away with cyber abuse, terrorizing people online.
And it's a question of priorities. And right now, these cyber crimes and cyber attacks are not a priority. They just aren't.